Hello all, hope you enjoy.
There. Yep, up on there. So we've got everything going. Yep. That should be. Yep. Right. So let's check you two first. Make sure you've got what you need. What are your behaviour? Tackle enemies. Tackle enemies. Right. Let's see what we can get from here. See if there's any treasure. Are you coming over? Nice and easy. Right. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I've not actually been on here on this build yet, so it'll be interesting to see how this one goes. Done it on lots of other builds, but not on an agility build. It feels a bit weird not having the shield to guard myself. But we'll see. The music as if something. Oh, yeah, I thought there was something going on.
As the snake strikes, so do I! Snake strikes, so do I!
Two gold trusty relic hunters. Let's clear everybody out down here.
Ahoy there!
Ahoy there? Yeah, ahoy there to you too. How dare you block me instantly? Just how dare you? Right. This will be the interesting part now. Nope. Alright. Are you coming down or are you still not there? Oh, yep, there we come. No, you're an archer, so you're staying up there, aren't you? Of course you are. Oof, I don't want to do is a dash attack. Hate fighting on this bridge because if you fall off, you're in trouble. Oh.
Seth will glory in your death.
This is easier than I thought, which is good. Your cutlass is growing rusty, is it? What I need to make sure I don't do is stand close to that edge and roll off, because I've done that in the past. Alright. So we need to look everywhere for this treasure, because we never know.
I can't believe it. I am the landsman.
Well, you better believe it. Anything worth taking in here? Nope. We'll leave them doing their push-ups a minute since they don't see us. Let them tackle glimpsing us on the stairs. I don't want to roll off the end.
You've got no chance. Six strikes.
Watch your flanks. The enemy mates are thick as thieves. You've got nothing.
Ooh, that was risky. Right on the edge. But we're alright, so that's the main thing. Carry on around here. Yeah, if you come in looking here for treasure, you definitely want to clear everybody out first. Because if you find one of those Decetto carts, you're going to be walking very, very slowly and you're going to struggle. You'll get ambushed very easily. Nice and easy. There we go. Let me just check.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mickey. How are you? Nice to see you. How are you doing? Oh, that was something there then. Right. Yeah.
I'm good, but in mourning for Scramkus.
Yeah, I saw your message earlier. That's a shame. That it was pretty beastie, wasn't he? That's a shame. But yeah, it's horrible when you get one of your favourites that are an absolute beast and then they get overrun by something and killed. It's not nice. You have to find number 2, get his replacement. Never forgotten though, you always remember your good ones. Especially when the next one isn't quite as good as your first one. You remember and miss how good they were. Right, who have we got up here? Anybody? No.
My own fault, really. Wasn't prepared.
Oh, it's one of them. It can happen. Even if you're going fully prepared against even a champion, she just if he gets that lucky hit on you, or if you find that if you send your follower in and he or she doesn't get the first hit, then yeah, you can end up in trouble. If the champion gets a hit on them first, you kind of got problems. It can be a bit tricky. Whereas if you can get lucky and maybe use a bow to maybe pull her at first, and then you get a first cheeky hit on her to try and take her aggro, and then get the follower to then hit her, you should be okay. But yeah, it's definitely a bit more tricky to do. Your best bet really is you just taking her on yourself with maybe a short sword even, because you can just stagger her constantly, and then she can't obviously hit you. Then if she tries to hit you, just run around a bit while she does her combos and then keep jabbing her. That's the way I've found the best to do it. There's lots of ways really, but that's the one I've found the best. Right. Have we come full circle? Yeah, we have. Right.
I'm going to give it another go later.
Yeah. Even if you've got decent armor yourself as well. I did try it with a short sword and a shield, and I was blocking her most of the time, trying to block her, but somehow the hits still get through the shield, and she very nearly killed me one time, even in Redeemed Legion, holding the block. So your best thing is to, even a spear If you just stand there with a spear and just, if you've got the stamina for it, try and do some stamina armor and get as many points in grit as you can and just keep jabbing her and just keep her staggered all the time. She's actually not as bad as she used to be. She did used to be the one of, if not the worst boss to fight, but she's, if you know what you're doing with her now, she's not too bad. But yeah, to a new player who's full of confidence and thinks they can just take her out and think, oh, 3-score boss, and then next minute they're wondering why they're dead so easy. She hits like an absolute truck.
Is she resistant to poison?
I don't think so. I think you could poison her because she's essentially human, if I remember rightly. I think she does bleed as well, but trying to get bleed on her with daggers is a bit tricky. Julius, hello, how are you? Nice to see you. It's yeah, a bit of a tricky one because she's very quick. She's very quick when she gets the combo going, so you've got to be watching her all the time. No doubt I'll do some more testing again in chapter 2, see what's different with her again, if anything. See if she's changed in any other way again. Lots of other things I want to be trying and testing when chapter 2 comes around as well, from places that have changed.
Black Galleon, been there today too.
Yeah, just having a look on here, see if we can get any of the treasure, like the Decetto cats, but I'm not seeing one just yet. Got my 2 trusty relic hunters with me. They're ready to take on anything that attacks us, hopefully. They seem to be doing alright so far anyway. Ole, are you a bullfighter?
It's downstairs.
Oh, yes, of course they are. Yep, yep. I know what you mean now, yeah. Oh, he shouted Ole, but he doesn't want to come and fight. He's the Spanish bullfighter, he wants to stay up there, so we'll leave him to it.
I found a cat on the upper level.
Yeah, I've heard that they can be like up a bit and some towards the bottom. It's seems to be interesting. That archer's trying to shoot at us. I have seen people find them in here, I think it is, before now. Pokey person, we'll take you out before you try and poke me. Anything worth taking in here? Climbing boots, I don't actually need those at the minute. Yeah, I think I've seen people have one here before now.
Oh yes, it changes location.
Oh, there we go.
Where the priests are.
There we go. Oh, have you got one? Right. These two are going to have to be on their alert stations now. Which they are, which is good. This is the only thing with this, look how slow you walk. Yeah, whatever. I mean, if I jump, obviously I'll drop it, so... I know mostly on normal servers, obviously you wouldn't have the advantage of teleporters, but I've actually got one on this server set up near the... Where am I going here? Black Galleon, that will then also get us near to where my treasure room is. Trying to think of a good way to get out of here without walking into everybody again. Should be, oh yeah, it's going to be over there. Can you go get them, please? This is why it's a good idea to bring a follower or followers with you. Oh, no, we're good. So we're all going to have to step in for a second then, but I think we're good. Oh, don't you oh, you little beggar.
That will grant me cunning.
Yeah, that's what you get. So how's everybody's week been? How's everybody doing? Had a good week?
May wasn't bad.
Ah, that's good. That's good. Of course, we're all looking forward to chapter 2 this time next week, so we'll have a bit more of an eventful stream next Friday, hopefully, because we'll actually have more worthwhile things to go and do. Lots of new things to explore, so we won't be just trying to do things to fill in time. I probably did, but come on, what you got? Do your worst. Oh, 2 in 1 blow.
As the snake strikes, so do I.
Right. But yeah, it's a bit of a... I kind of get why they did this with these, with the big treasures, but then also it's a bit of a frustration, because especially if you've got to get over water somewhere to base, how are you going to do it? Because obviously unless you set a teleporter up...
Porky, porky, mate!
Ow, I'm stuck.
You've got no
Stuck between the tent. Come on, get out of my way. Got me pinned in the corner today. That's one of the downsides to having 2 followers. They can get you stuck in a corner sometimes, but I think 2 is definitely fun. Twice the damage, isn't it?
I did find a 2-skull champion at the den yesterday.
Ah, and I think as well with...
Old howling dog.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. I think that because they're the Dogs of the Desert faction, aren't they? So they'll have the name for the 2-skull bosses, and I think from some testing that I've done, you can't actually knock them out either. Like obviously you can the 1-skull bosses. I have actually spawned one at times just to try it with a truncheon. They don't appear to have the torpidity knockout bar, and so I don't think you can actually knock them out. Which I suppose is a good
They
thing.
don't have a KO bar.
No, they don't. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Julius, that's the thing. Which, I suppose in a way, they've done that, because if the Cannibal Brutes as tough as they are, a 2-skull mini-boss would be ridiculous. It'd kind of take a bit of the fun off the game, wouldn't it? So... Right. Oh, that's the thing. I need to jump to get over this. Let's see. The one I need, that's if I can even see them while I've got this thing in my hand. No, it's not top jungle. Can I? Oh gosh, I can't even go into first person with them. Lower jungle, top jungle. This is what's a pain. Because you can't go into first person to see your stones properly. Black Keep. No, don't want the welcome centre. No. Gosh, this is a pain. Unnamed city. Expire, no. Come on, I have got one. I know I've got one at the Clay Stronghold. That's the one I'm looking for. Upper jungle, lower jungle. Just doesn't help with this great big thing in your hand. That's it. Admin shop. Top jungle. See, because they float behind you as well. Top jungle. Okay, now we
Had
definitely...
exactly the same issue last night.
Yeah, it's a pain, isn't it? It's an absolute pain. Because how are you supposed to look at your stones for the ones you want when you've got this thing in your hand? Lower jungle, top jungle. Why can't I find the one I need? Sinkhole. It's not the sinkhole. It's not Mech Spire. What's that one?
I would just jump from portal to portal.
Yeah, it's probably an idea. The one I'm trying to find. Where's it gone? Come on. Why is it not allowing me? You cannot. What? Can't travel. Why can't I travel? Why is it telling me I
Mark
can't?
centered on the stone.
Ah, yeah. It could be that, couldn't it? That is very true. But yeah, they need to
Get in
do
the middle.
they need to do something about this because trying to look at the right stone. There we go. Oh, what a pain. They need to change that. I mean, I know the thing you're holding is kind of in your view, but I mean, at least you'd be able to. Well, I suppose you couldn't go first person because you still wouldn't be able to see, would you? But they need to change that in some way. Right, so we're here, and the one I need is up here at Clayell's Stronghold. So it's not that one. Oh, lower jungle. I keep saying lower jungle and top jungle. Mech Spire, Unnamed City, Dregs. Definitely don't want to go there. Mech Spire.
Maybe stick a map room there.
Yeah, do you know? You just ran. I've got a map room right here. Oh dear me. It's been one of them weeks, chat. I tell you, it's been one of them weeks. Cracking up. I'm ready for a new chapter. That's what it is.
Look.
I think that's the right one. Hopefully we'll be right this time. Yep, there we go. Still a little bit of a hike, but it's not too bad. Can't obviously see because it's dark, so because we're just doing this, we'll quickly flick that on there so you can all see what's going on. Because I can't hold a torch. So this is going to be a little bit of a walk just over this hill, which is where the treasury, as I'm calling it, is, which I will be looking at. I probably won't do all the purges all the time, but I'm going to certainly look at doing a couple to test them out in the new chapter, of course, see what they're all about, see if it's going to work anything like they say it is. So hopefully, by the way things are sounding, we are literally less than a week now to the new update. So as I say, this time next week it should be here. Fingers crossed. And hopefully with not too many issues, but especially for us on console, hopefully that the invisible creatures have been fixed. Because it's getting a bit thingy now, I'm trying to look at these invisible creatures, especially when you find the bosses that are invisible.
I would be cautious.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. just over this hill now, so we shouldn't be much further, but of course, this, as you all know, probably from trying this is how annoyingly slow it is. I
Don't
can't...
touch any of the new stuff until past a week or so.
Yeah, that's fair enough, Julius, I don't blame you, Give it all a chance to kind of settle in and see how it all works kind of thing, maybe watch a few videos on it. I'll be testing some stuff in the stream next Friday obviously as well, so if people want to see different things, there's a couple of new things I've discovered that I haven't seen anybody else. I've seen them mention changes in certain areas, but there's certain other things that I've spotted while they were doing it that I want to kind of look at and see if it is actually doable. Hopefully it'll be something that's helpful to people if it's doable, but we'll have to see next week if it is. Here we are again, finally making it back. Right. Not as bad as we thought, which is good. So we need to go in here, and then when we get near our box, where shall we put it? Let's put it over this side here somewhere. It'll do right there. Check it's registered. Yeah. Apparently some of these, the amounts you get for them are changing as well, aren't they? I can't remember off the top of my head what the Decatto cats are going to be, but I know they're going to be a bit more than what it says there, which is cool. And that annoying noise that he makes with his pen, the lowering the volume of that as well, so you won't have to hear him scribbling as much. I need to get some gold in here. Don't have any. It's unusual. So yeah, we've got our little Decatto cat there now. I was going to run through a dungeon tonight. I was trying to decide which one to do. Don't want to do one that's too dark. I'm not really sure which one to maybe do, or if there's anything anybody wants to look at or anything they want to know about, let me know and we can have a look or test it out, see what you want to do. There's the other one. She's stuck in there somewhere. Yeah, we've got plenty of food.
All dungeons are dark.
Yeah, true. I mean, Palace of the Witch Queen isn't too bad. I did that one a couple of streams ago with my solo agility build, which I wasn't sure how it'd do in there, but of course it did fine with her. But yeah, that's the trouble with a lot of them. I think lighting wise, the Midnight Grove is probably one of the nicest ones. Sort of scenery wise, I know Angar's mentioned that one a few times, that certainly scenery, it looks very nice in there compared to a lot of the others. Let's go and take on the Brute a minute while we're here, see if we can get him to drop anything. We've got something following us, haven't we?
Set will glory in your death.
So what does anybody else think about the Relic Hunters? Does anybody still use them? I know Angar's a big favourite, he likes them as well. But I know he was saying...
know a good place to get T3 Taskmasters?
Tier 3 Taskmasters. One pretty good place is the obvious one will be Seppa Maru, because you've actually got 1, 2, 4 spawn points, because you've got the one at the gate if you go in from the silver mine. There's one spawn there, there's one a bit further down, and then you've got two in the prison. That's one place to get your taskmasters. Sometimes there is one if it still spawns there. I know it wasn't there when Angar did one of his videos, but on the mound where Delancia could spawn at Mounds of the Dead can have a taskmaster, but that's a bit of a tricky one.
Apart from Sephiroth because they have special names.
Oh yeah, got you. Possibly the den then. Maybe the den might. I think I've seen level 3s in the den, but a lot of the time they seem to be level 1, level 2. But the den could be a good one then. Where else have I seen taskmasters? I've seen some recently. But yeah, the den has a couple of spawns for taskmasters as well. Possibly New Azagarth could have one. But again, that's a bit of a fight if you go in there.
Been trying the den these days but never seen a T3.
Right. Yeah, I've noticed that at times with the den, like when I first started playing a while ago, how people used to say for like your crafters and different people, Sephiroth and the den, they would say the den was the go-to place. But I know what you mean, Julius. It doesn't seem as good, the den now, with the high level drop rates anyway, to what it used to be, definitely. Missed. Just trying to think if there's anywhere else. Oh.
Cobra exile, my fight is death.
There we go.
Volcano maybe.
That's true. Yeah, you've got a few spawn points in the volcano, haven't you? You've got, if you're going down from the Shrine of the Oracle, with your back to Shrine of the Oracle to the left, as if you're working your way back out of the volcano, you've got the one stood on the little, I want to say, mound that's there with a crafter of some sort usually. And I think there are a couple of other locations. I mean, if you've got good enough gear to get yourself into the volcano and you can survive the volcano, then obviously you should be fine. Obviously you've got all the cold to contend with first, which can be a bit of a pain.
I will cut your heart out. Set will glory in your death.
And
Yeah, not really a problem unless I step in the wrong place.
oh yeah, I've done that one before now. I've done that in the past. I thought, why is my health dropping? Whoops, I'm stood on lava. Yeah, I've definitely done that one
Free
before.
water set.
Yeah, there's a few different ones. Obviously if you're talking endgame, then obviously Champions or Redeem Legion are probably two of your really good strength, heat and cold resistance sets. Plus if you've got the Mistborn shield, even if you haven't got Redeem Legion or Champions, if you're a medium armour build, or even a light armour build, yeah, you're going to have a bit less heat resistance potentially, but with that shield in your hand you should get a bit more. And I did my surviving the cold video that came out on Wednesday. I'll also be doing, as I said in that one, video in the volcano, talking about the heat in there and how to survive that. That'll be coming up shortly. So that'll be the next one, probably on Monday now. I think that'll come out. But I've sort of gone with Redeem Legion and Champions because they're both very similar sets, obviously, for the perks that they give you. It's more, if you want more stamina, then obviously Champions is better for stamina, whereas Redeem Legion gives you a bit more carry capacity, for example, where you don't have the you don't have the carry capacity in champions, it's more stamina based, isn't it? But yeah, that will be coming out shortly. And then there may be another video Wednesday, Thursday of something different again, possibly. Or if not, the first bit of content in chapter 2 will be the
Hello all, hope you enjoy.
stream
Freebooter set.
next Friday.
Activity build. Yeah, I saw it. Top of the evening. Usually it's epic freebooter plus Miss Morn plus Dragon Scale Helm.
Right, cool. Good to know. Or if you're feeling totally brave, you could run up into the cold with
Hello, Smokers.
no armour. And just your shield, but yeah, you are better with shield and some iced tea for the volcano or spiced tea for the cold weather.
Hey Julius, how doing mate?
Nice Smoke, nice to see you. Hope you're good. Alright, where am I going here? Red Mother.
Here chilling.
Excuse me. Yep, just a nice Friday relax chill stream kind of thing, but obviously it'll be a bit busier next Friday potentially because we'll have new
What are we up to?
new things to discover in the dungeons. We're just kind of wandering around, Smoker, just taking on a few Dungeon City bosses and just deciding if we're going to run a dungeon or not, just kind of chatting about the update that will hopefully be here next Thursday. Just saying, potentially next week my How to Survive the Heat video, which is for the volcano, will be out on Monday next week, and then possibly a video on Wednesday of some sort. And then obviously if there isn't a video on Wednesday, then the next bit of content after Monday will be the stream, which will be obviously looking at some of the new features that are coming in on Thursday hopefully, and seeing what works and what doesn't work, and seeing if anything has been fixed that they promised to fix. Right. No, we didn't get it either. Just watched Angor's recent video just before this stream, and he was talking about the Red Mother and the drop rates for her, so that'll definitely be good. In excuse me, chapter 2, that you'll have 100% drop rate and get a weapon every time. What's that? What's what?
Skin.
The skin, that is bear pelt, if that's what we're on about. Some bear pelt that she's dropped.
The third one.
Yeah, third one.
Hello
That's
lads.
some bear
Hello.
pelt. Bulwark,
Good
nice to
evening.
see you. How you doing?
She
Here we are again. Yeah, so that's just some bear pelt that she's dropped. Right.
Hi, are you planning on releasing any merch? Bulwark, howdy. Hello Bulwark.
Yes, is the answer to that one, hopefully. Still trying to continue with my target of 500 subscribers at the minute, which we're well on the way to. We're certainly not far off that now, but we need to be at the 500.
On a Friday evening. Beaming face with smiling eyes, victory hand.
Yep. Friday evening. And then we all know what Sunday evening will be, of course. The Sunday chill with Angar, once again. And that'll obviously be his last stream of Chapter 1 again, because then he'll be in Chapter 2 next week as well. So we're going to have some, those of us who are creators, we're all going to have some work cut out for us once this new chapter comes out potentially, so busy times ahead. Hopefully to show off positive things.
Like the Cobra exile, my bite.
Cool, hope you do release merchandise, smiling face with sunglasses.
Yeah, hoping to do. Gonna look into it. Like I say, you've got to have a certain number of followers or subscribers, as they call them, on your channel first before you're allowed to start doing that. I think it's at 500. So if we can get to the 500, then I'll be looking at doing that. Depends what sort of merch people will be interested in. Obviously, if we can get ideas off people what they would like, and that would certainly help us put something together. Rather than trying to guess what people might like, we can actually do something that people would actually be after. Because one of the other perks of getting to the 500 subs, which YouTube have now done, is you can have different things for your streams, like super thanks.
We can start with shits and mugs. A Hema Galincia figurine.
yeah. Galincia figurine, yeah. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? But yeah, exactly. Mugs, t-shirts, those type of things. That's what we were kind of thinking. Maybe, I mean, I know I'm a console person, but maybe mouse mats or mobile phone cases, things like that. All exciting stuff. But yeah, you can get super stickers, super thanks, which are like a way of giving to the channel that you can do on a video kind of thing. Like if you really enjoy it, you can leave I think it's the super thanks, you can leave that like that. Or people will have
merch anytime. Okay hand.
Oh yeah, just obviously, yeah, you can make it anytime. Just obviously with the way the setup with YouTube would work, I can use it on there and actually advertise it through my channel properly as well. And also do some affiliate stuff as well, where there's different, is that a sandstorm? Yeah, different merchants that sell different things that I can put a link for into different videos, and if somebody buys that particular item that I've selected, or they buy something from that particular merchant, I can obviously get a percentage of that as well, depending on what the commission is that that particular merchant is offering. And yeah, obviously I can sell my own merch as well, which would be really cool if people
I'll buy that.
This is one of the things that it's all about for me, is, you know, finding out what my community would like and what they're interested in. Because it's all about building that, you know, friendly community, and all the guys where we can just meet up like this and have a chat once a week, and you can obviously interact with videos and enjoy those, and leave questions and comments, and leave likes on the videos, etc. Right, taking damage from that sandstorm.
Like the Cobra exile, my bite is
Seem
death.
to be getting away with it.
NPC figurine.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, if you could get figurines of different NPCs in Conan, that would be interesting. You'd have quite a collection to build up though, wouldn't you? If they did one for all the different factions, I think Relic Hunters, Sumerians, Nordheimers, unless you're just talking about like the main, shall we say, named people of the game, like Delincia, Janos. Who else have we got? Freya, can't forget Freya, flipping heck.
Named ones.
Yeah, exactly, Julius. That'd be. I wonder if there is anything like that out there. I'll have to look into that one.
Problem with that is you need permission, if not have to purchase rights to do that.
That's true, Bulwark. Yeah, that's something I'd have to look into. Whether there's somebody that makes them for Conan or for Funcom. Whether you could get them made by somebody. Yes, I'd have to try and find a way of getting in touch with Funcom, which is
I'm totally nerd drooling at the thought, lol.
Yeah, I get you, Smoker. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, Bulwark, I'd have to try and get hold of Funcom if I can in some way, and obviously put it to them and then see what they say, if there isn't anything already out there. It's just quite sort of tricky at the minute to get an email
I
address.
haven't found any.
Yeah, if they don't exist and it's something I could get done somewhere, I'd have to obviously speak to Funcom first if I can get hold of them. It's proving to be a little bit tricky at the minute to get a decent contact, to actually get a contact there with somebody, which would be really useful, not just for reporting bugs in the game with being a creator, but also for
Good luck with that.
marketing and stuff like that, obviously, as well. Yeah, thanks, Julius. Yeah.
Shirts, mugs and pins with your channel logo is much easier.
Oh yeah, with me and Jem, obviously. You all know us, Gaming with Jem, that did
I
the...
bet to buy your first one.
Don't worry, as soon as I've got them and they're ready, I will let you know. You will all be the first to know. And I won't just take the video, I'll leave it for a stream and tell you all live, so you know there and then. Yeah. Do you all remember, obviously, Jem, so I'm from Gaming with Jem, who is a Sims 4 creator on PC. I mentioned her before, I think you've seen her in my, our collab videos that we did, a couple of build videos for you. She was in those videos, she does come on here from time to time, does pop into chat. Like I say, she covers Sims 4 on PC. But we've also
to be able to sell you will need a site that you have to make or contract someone.
yeah, exactly. Like you got GoDaddy, for example, that you can have a website on, which we can quite easily do. And yeah, we just started up a joint channel, the two of us, myself and Jem. So it's Andy and Jem on that channel. We've got one video on there at the moment, which is the start of a roleplay style let's play series that we're kind of doing. Something a little bit different. It is on Conan, obviously. Something a little bit different to what we've done before. We've got the next episode ready, we just need to obviously upload that one. But we've had other things going on.
Something to think about, guess. The best thing to start off with, Andy, is small items X.
Oh yeah. Yep. Definitely Gaming with Jem. Yep. And hello, by the way.
So do I.
Yes, that is very true. Start small. Don't want to go too big and too expensive before we know we've got the demand for it. I mean, if people are wanting them and people are prepared to buy them, then obviously that all helps us and helps us as a channel and helps us to upgrade. Yeah, helps us to get things for the channel and keep the channel growing, and it shows your support for the channel and that you appreciate it, which obviously in turn helps us and gives us the encouragement to keep going. Because I do enjoy it.
Waving hand, even though I see you every day rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah, that's very true. We do indeed. I don't know if you have already or not, Jem, but if you could include a link for our new channel in the chat for everyone. I've just been talking about it and just mentioned it to them. If you're able to pop a link in there for them, that would be very much appreciated. Oh gosh, can't see where these guys are. Where are they? darkness again, unfortunately.
Set will glory in your death.
Sure will post it now.
Great, thank you.
Conan exiles.
You're a gem,
My bite
literally.
is death. Set will glory in your death.
Exactly, you tell him. Nothing worth taking there. This is another thing I'm looking forward to, the better loot from the bosses. And the better loot from these boxes as well. Yeah, looking forward to that. And because it's so dark, everybody watch your eyes because it's about to get light again. As if by magic, we're at daytime. And in case anybody's wondering, obviously the armours are in an illusionary style, but these two are just wearing the full Stygian soldier, which is giving them a boost to agility, and it was crafted with the shield right armourer, and they've got their bulk plating on everything, and then they're just using the dragonbone katana, which is the one made with star metal. And that's the perks and stats that this one got. Pretty decent. And then this is the stats and perks that this one got. Very, very similar to each other, but slightly different. And they're on a lot of...
Not bad perks.
No, no.
https://youtube.com/@andinegem.
There we go, guys.
GR1D3 books are.
That's the link for the new channel. As I say, there is only one video on there at the moment. That's a joint channel that we're doing together. We do have episode 2 coming up shortly, so if you would go over there and give that video a watch and give it a like if you enjoy it, and also subscribe to us over there if you would as well, that would really help us out. We both very much appreciate it. So yeah, thank you for that link, Gem. That's brill. Yeah, a lot of people say with war party builds to, with one of your followers, to disable their irritate perk on one and keep it enabled on the other. Typically I prefer to keep these two with it both enabled, because they're agility builds. I want them both constantly attacking, whereas yeah, if you were running Delincias or Berserkers and things like that, then yeah, obviously if you got one with a mace, one with a two-hander, I would always recommend keep the irritate perk on the one with the mace and take it off the one with the two-hander, so that the one with the mace, especially if they've got higher health, they can take more aggro, and then the one with the two-hander can just be left to not have to worry about aggro too much and do most of the damage, which is very helpful for them. Right, what to do next? What to do? Anybody have any suggestions of anything they'd like to see, or...
What friend is that? If they both have irritate, they share the damage, don't they? I mean, the mob keeps changing target.
Yeah, yeah, I think they both share it. Stop. Why have you? Hang on. Behaviour. There we go. Irritate. So yeah, she's got it enabled, and she's got it enabled as well. Now, the only thing with this is, if I remember correctly, if you were running a corrupted build, you actually lose the ability to give them the irritate perk, but there are other benefits to having a corrupted build, because especially if you corrupt your authority, because you give them a frenzy buff, which just...
What feel is your followers? Thrall.
Oh, the followers, what are they? They are both Relic Hunter Treasure Seekers.
You named them Bulwark.
Yeah, so that one is Serenity, that's what she's called. And then this is Serena. So we've got Serena and Serenity, and they are both Relic Hunter Treasure Seekers from Sepamaru. from the wine cellar.
ROKRHTS, right.
And they are both fighter relic hunters. This would still work with archer relic hunters. I have done that in the past where I've had one that's been a fighter and one that's been an archer, because obviously, as we all know, even though they are fighters, they do still come with the 20 in agility, and if you can get them with a good chance of leveling up agility, if you don't want them to use the bow, just take the bow off them, give them a katana just like the fighter version, and they still fight just as good, even though they might say they're an archer. So it doesn't have to be fighters, it could be two archers even, they would still work just the same with the katana. So yeah, I wanted to go with a couple of slightly different names for them. So we went with Serena and Serenity. That was actually Gem that helped me come up with those. I was trying to think of something that kind of sounded a bit different. And then these are in the white and purple for the dyes. I do have some more back at the treasury, I want to call it. Got about another half a dozen also levelled up that are still agility builds again, and they're a mixture of archers and fighters as well.
Do the Frost Temple or Gill Caves.
Frost Temple or Jill Cave, right, let's go, I was just going to say let's go up to the cold, but before we do, because I'm not in my redeemed armour, I'm obviously in Stygian Soldier as well. I'm going to just quickly call up my main base here. Whoops, and of course we landed on the roof. And then when I can remember where my doorway is, I'm just going to quickly run in here. Hopefully I've got some made up. What am I after? Do I not have any here? No.
What pets do you have?
I don't actually have any pets, Smoku, at the minute. I have tried them before a little bit in the past, but I've not actually got any this time. I did try, so I'll start again. On an official server that I used to play on a little bit, I did have a Greater Sabertooth, which was pretty fun. He was pretty good. Just when they nerfed them all, they kind of became a bit squishy, which was a shame. But I suppose if you get lucky with them
How's it
again.
going? I had to dip out earlier but back now.
Ah, no
Some
worries.
pets are heavily bugged if you give them a different skin.
No worries, Mickey. Yeah, we're doing alright. We're doing alright. Just chilling.
Just a side note, if anyone has video ideas for our joint channel, share your comments on our channel comments. We can cover other games too.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, like I said, there is only that one video on the channel at the moment, but yeah, not that I did 1,000, I don't need that much. But yes, definitely, by all means, do leave your comments and your thoughts on there. Obviously better if you put it in the comments of the video on the joint channel, because that's where we'll obviously see them. It is a little bit slower paced at first and a bit different, and obviously it's two female characters are on there, so I know it's a bit unusual me voicing a female character, but it's just something for a bit of fun and something different, so hopefully people will like it and will enjoy it.
Grinning, squinting face.
So, but yeah, if you've got any ideas, hopefully when GTA 6 gets announced, which we know is all ongoing news and various leaks coming out at the moment, that possibly will be a game I'll play on the channel. If people will be interested in interested in watching, that is something I would look at covering.
I got the Numidian guard dog, and damn it's not squishy, 7,5k HP.
Ah, very nice, Smoker, good to know.
Smokus, what is your fav pet?
Right, so here we are at the Frost Temple.
The guard dog for now.
Let's see how they go with a giant. Oh, he seems to just want to go after me.
East.
As the stake strikes, so do I.
Nice and easy. What does this guy drop? Anything useful? No. Not really. It's all...
Is that from the LC or Baza?
Hello, big guy.
I had the white wolf as a pet once, which was nice.
Oh, the white wolf. Yeah.
Set will grant me cover.
Bet that was nice. I do like the wolves, I must admit.
Okay.
I do like wolves. They are quite well done. The design for them. Right, what am I doing here? I'm trying
Dip out for now. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Vi's grinning face. Was on a day or two ago. White
No
wolf is
worries.
bugged if you give him the Pictish skin, I think. Damage reduced to 0.
No.
Sargen.
No worries, Gaming with Jam. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate the input there, and the link, of course.
Fire gem. Dang Julius. Fire gem.
Okay, so in we go. Oh, and we seem to have pulled them both. I've never had that happen before. That's the first time that's happened to her. I've pulled both the giants. Oh, I didn't want him to hit me. That's not good. Eat another piece of spicy food.
I know of a bear pie, but the armor is not great.
Yeah, the bears are kind of cute, aren't they? They do look good. Let's heal up. I've eaten some food, so we should be okay. Yeah, you gotta watch these giants if they hit you.
Reaper Queen is nice. The poison, I have a bunch of them for perch melee defense. Got 2 panthers to fit the Durkitu theme. Also the attack patterns are okay.
Nice, very
That's
nice.
in glory.
I like it. Got some glory. Yeah, I like it. I like it. And obviously, as you all know, or if anybody doesn't know, there's lots of black ice in here. And even if you came in probably with yourself and a friend and a horse each and 2 followers or 2 bearers each, you could probably... There's all this black ice in here. It's all around here. There's some in all these different...
Cool beaming face with smiling eyes.
All
The
these
bears
different...
are nice. I can't wait for the polar bear.
Oh yeah, the polar bear, he looks cute, doesn't he? Yeah, especially if you have a base in the snow. Oh, they'll blend right in them polar bears. Oh, hello big guy.
Glory in your death.
Well, he went down easy. Somehow I think he still clipped me there. Which is very...
I take my horse everywhere. Low.
Yep.
You're extremely cold.
Yeah.
I must be honest, I am not a fan of the blue paint.
Yeah, this is the problem in here. Because I'm back here. I'm already in the Stygian armour.
I would have preferred to be plain white.
So it's going to be a bit tricky to get into that back bit to do that one on this build. But we will come and complete this one at some point because I want to come back in here on my strength build with my followers obviously in chapter 2 because there's a new boss apparently in here as well. I won't say what or where because I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, I think with the cold...
My latest build is a zoo, and damn there are loads of animals.
That's the idea, smoking, isn't it? You're supposed to have loads of animals if it's a zoo. Can't have one tiger and 30 people, human followers.
/black I only see none one vid and forgot.
Good question. Right, let's...
I'm not bothering with pets until the invisible animal issue resolved.
Oh yeah, no, I don't blame you, Mickey. It's
Mammoths take up loads up space low.
it's not worth bothering with them till they get it sorted, really. Which hopefully, as we keep saying, they have promised this time for console people that they will be fixed in this patch. So as you can imagine, on the Thursday when this update drops for me, one of the first things I'll be doing is getting myself into admin mode and getting straight over to...
Except my horse and house cat, meow.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only Bazza pet I saw and was wowed by was the dire wolf skin.
Yeah, there is a polar bear as well, obviously, that we're going to be getting. But yeah, one of the first things I'll be doing is getting myself on here. Once I've done my update, going straight to the savannah to see whether Thunderfoot is still invisible or whether he's actually he or she, I'm not really sure, are actually visible again. That's one of the first things I will be doing, because I want to know as soon as I get on, have they kept their promise and actually fixed it? We will have to see. Oh, big old snake.
Current snakes.
Yep.
Cut your heart out.
Snake is another one. Snake versus snake there, we're talking about sets.
Promises.
Yeah. Promises, that's right. Don't promise something unless you intend to honour it.
Cut your heart out.
Not fair on the players. Promise to do something and don't deliver on it. Only deliver it if you're going to promise to do it, if you're going to actually sort it. Oop. What are you looking for? There we go.
This is the den respawn point BTW.
Yep. This is the den. And of course, for those who may not know, or I'm sure we all know by now, Xangar has mentioned this a few times. Probably on his curry night tonight, that may be why he's not here, or he's probably busy, but yeah, does a great job on his vids, of course. This door here.
Hello? Hey! Is somebody out there? I hear someone out there. Oh, help! Hey, get us out of here! Help! Listen! We're on the other side of the door. We're kind of in a pickle. Could use your help. Think there's some levers?
He's running like an idiot looking for the point where the den respawns.
Could you pull a lever, please? Please? Just pick a lever.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to use one of the buttons?
Yes.
The people want to see it? Let's go with this one then.
Oh, bees!
Of course it is the guys from Neebs Gaming, who have just come back to Conan, of course.
Hey, you're swelling up! Oh, I'm swelling up like a pea. Oh my god! Absro? Oh no, he's dead!
Whoops.
It is, but you know what? Pick another lever. Yeah.
Another one? Yeah, they want me to do it as well, so let's do this one.
I'm not beaming face with smiling eyes. R.I.P. Fit 44 frowning face. Oh, wow.
I'm badly burnt. We're all badly burnt. I'm allergic to fire.
Allergic to fire.
44 Memorial in Chapter 2. WTF.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's very dangerous.
Oh, God.
Try another level.
Yep. We've got 2 more levers.
Okay, what's that? Darts! Ow! 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 Oh, those are big darts! Ow! Ow! These are darts are...
Pull him out. Pull him out. What? What are you saying? He's saying he's dead, Simon.
Is that what he said? He said he was dead?
I'm guessing because he's dead.
It sounded like he was just going...
I know, but look, he's dead. Pick another one.
Well, it said pick another one, but there's only one to go, so...
All right. Another door's opening,
Okay,
Simon.
all right, this is gonna be good.
Gotta be it.
This is gonna be good.
Oh, shit.
Oh, mother damn.
Ooh.
I'm allergic to tigers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, okay, oh, no.
Seems to like you, Simon.
Oh,
Seems to like you.
Oh, could you go back away, please? Back away, please, from me. Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Oh, Simon! Simon! Oh, God, I wish I could have helped you. But I would have died. Okay, just me in here. All right, good kitty. Who's a good kitty? Who's a good full kitty? You're not going to be hungry for a... Hey, thank
Have you seen the one in Silkwoods?
No more levers? All right. Thanks anyway. I'm good. Cap's
Yeah,
full.
I have once a while ago, but
Yeah.
it's
Have
a
good
long
day.
time since I've been to that one.
Ooh,
Well, that's really cool how they added that.
thanks for trying.
That's a real tribute to them. Really, really cool.
Would be funny if they all went to the door and locked at Fens elves. Hey everyone.
Yes, it would, wouldn't it? Yeah. Sander, hello, nice to see you. Welcome.
Hey Sander.
Hope you're good. Nice to see you.
Hi Sander.
They're not going to go after this archer. No. Oh, crippled. Let's get up here. Get out of here.
Doing okay. Hope everyone is as well.
Ah, that's good to hear. Yeah, doing alright,
So
thank
do
you.
I.
Doing good. Just having a chat about the upcoming update next week, which hopefully we get chapter 2 as we know. Which should hopefully be an exciting new chapter for Age of War. Hopefully things that have been promised to be put in will be put in, or certainly things that have been promised to be fixed will hopefully be.
Hi Sandy.
But we will have to see. So yeah, this is the den, and there are a few different areas in here where you can get lots of different people from in here.
Hi
You-
Sandy.
You've got the Claw of Jabal Sag, of course, who is a named person in here, and it can be male and female, I do believe. And just at this camp here, you've got a bearer spawn. Laying down there in the sand, catch a tan by the look of it.
I will cut your heart out.
So yeah, we've got a bearer spawn there. There's a couple of other spawns as well. If we carry on down here, we've got this
No
middle bit.
texture on the bearer pack.
Yeah, that's another bug that seems to be in at the moment, that the covering of the bearer pack doesn't seem to be showing. That's been in for a little while again as well. It's strange, but
I will cut your heart out.
oh, that was easy. One shot. There's lots of different things in here that you can get. Different people. And then just here, as you can see, the ghosts that'll appear if you haven't got this dance yet. This is the belly dance, which is one of my favourite dances, I must say, in the game. Typically my dances on base, if I have any doing a dance, it'll be this one that they're doing. Then you've got your prick here. I don't know why you're all shooting at me when there's people right next to you, but okay.
Death will glory in your death.
Yep, there you go. Your Jabal Sag priest there. So they can be there. There is another spot for them as well. Just watch your eyes again. Just going to quickly flick this over to daytime so we can see again. There we go. So yeah, I think with this
I usually go for Delincia, but have not been able to find her lately. Any suggestions on who else to get and perhaps where? Mine is the snake dance or the Harker one, I forgot the name.
yeah, yeah, Sander. Freya is another good one. She's actually an archer, but she actually comes with points in, I think it's 15 points when you first get her, in her strength, so she's actually a really good strength build. Now yes, you could keep a strength bow on her, but if you don't want to keep a bow on her, even though she's an archer, she's actually a really good melee fighter, so you could give her a mace of some sort, maybe momentum, which is one of, or if not the best mace in the game. She could have decent vitality as well. And if you want to get Freya, she is up here. Freya's Hovel. She's a guaranteed spawn. You will have a fighter and a blacksmith, I think it usually is, to deal with, but she's a guaranteed spawn there. And then Sumerian Berserker, yep, yeah, Bulwark, that's another one. So you've got Freya, who is at Freya's Hovel. And then you've also got, just below where this bridge is here, sort of in this area, there's another tier 4 archer that wanders around here called Dina Master Huntress. Another archer. She too again comes with points in strength, so she can be another really good strength build again. And as Bulwark said, if you've got a Sumerian Berserker, you can come over here to the Mounds of the Dead. And then if you look for this island in the middle, if you go to the right of it and then follow it around here to like this body of water, there is a guaranteed Sumerian Berserker spawn, male and female. So they are pretty good ones to use. But Delincia typically... Are you on PC or on console, Sander?
Cool tie. Been using the Berserkers as well for a while, as I get those at same time as a Delincia. But maybe trying something new could work.
Oh right, you're on
Mine
PC.
is also a 100% spawn. PC.
Oh yeah, Leon as well, yeah. Leon, he's up in the Highlands as well. And he is, let me get the right camp. This one here, so just sort of northwest of the
was my go-to at one point.
Great Dam. He is pretty good. I have mentioned him in a video that I did on the channel, Freya's Friends. That video that I did, if you've seen that one. If not, that's there on the channel to check out. Also, with...
I had 2 Delincia spawn for me within few meters of each of them.
Yeah, I think Angar said he's seen that happen, Smoku. I've seen that as well. It's very rare, but it can happen. Yeah, Leon is another guaranteed one again. He's in my Freya's Friends video.
I would consider the cannibal brood from the entrance of Dread's or summoning place. Thought the game was bugged.
It may have been a bug, or he could have just got very lucky. I don't know. Possibly Smoku. But yeah, or you got the Cannibal Brute.
Cool tie, will try those out.
And you can also get the Cannibal Brute in the summoning place as well. a little bit of a fight when you go in there. You would have to...
Valencia is easier and faster to get at Stargazers.
Oh, yes, that's true. Also, she spawns at Stargazer's Crest, which is kind of up
Picked up
here.
an archer called Lysandria, I think. Base stats look pretty good.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Stargazer's Crest, it's kind of just a bit north of Mounds of the Dead. She can spawn there. She can spawn in a few places at Mounds of the Dead. She can spawn on this sort of cliff top here, but there is a couple of fighters on there. Used to be a Taskmaster and a Bearer, so you can get swarmed on there. But she can be wandering around one of the domes as well, I want to call it. She can be there as well. Back in Age of Sorcery, she was really easy to get because you could get her from the Khitan caravans if you got lucky. But yeah, Delincia is
The
my...
most important thing is the damage modifier.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm only using 2 Relic Hunters now because this is my agility build, but for my regular follower build when I'm using my Redeemed Legion, Delincia is my go-to. I even mentioned it at the end of another video I think that I did. It was a 3-part series talking about all the different factions of fighters that you can get in the game, and like at the end of that video I was stood next to Delincia, and I said in that I was going to end that video stood next to my favourite, because yeah, hands down she is my favourite. Some people don't like her, some do. Just people were saying in Age of War that she might be weak, but I still have all of my followers wearing the same.
Sell a Delincia figurine.
Delincia figurine. Yeah, I need to get in touch with Funcom first and make sure I'm allowed to do that. I don't want to get sued by them when I'm not even started. That wouldn't be a good way to start working with them, would it?
Use the cannibal brutes also for agility builds.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely bulwark, yeah. Anybody really will work for an agility build, because obviously it all depends on the percentages a lot.
Little if you're looking for an archer, Duaniman is also 100% spawn at the den. Really good archer.
Yeah, thank you, Smoku. That's very true.
Not really.
That is very true. There is another good archer that spawns here, but yeah. Actually, if I just go back to my thing here a minute. If I just tell you to stand there, where's the other one? There she is. You stand there, and then if I pop my... If I did both of those, and then if we go over to... where is it? Lost it. Just in case you've not been over here before. So this is Freya's Hovel. As I say, you will have a fighter of some sort to usually deal with. Typically I think it seems to be a level 3. And then a blacksmith usually over here, so this is a blacksmith spawn. And then our lovely Lady Freya is right here, as you can see. So she's always stood on the edge of this cliff looking out over here. So there she is. And as we can see, it says she's an archer, but she actually comes with really good points in her strength to start out with, which is surprising, but it's really, really good. So she's a really good one to try and get if you can. And as I say, she's a guaranteed spawn.
Too bad we can't put thralls to fight each other for tests.
Yeah, I think you can bulwark obviously on PC, but I don't know if there's...
Only on PvP.
Yeah, I think you should be able to do it in PvE.
Level in agility surprisingly well.
You should be able to on PC, but I think you might need to have...
Watch out when aggroing her. There is a dire wolf close by.
That's true, yes, there is also a dire wolf as well, so if you're going to aggro her, try and keep her sort of here. I think this wolf is usually just around here.
Oh, on PC you can if you tame one, and spawn a wild in without leveling the tames one up.
Yeah,
Can't you
that's
spawn them wild in a room.
true. I've seen Whack 4863 do it a lot. I think it's something about you can spawn people in, but then you need to remove yourself from a clan that you're in so that it doesn't interfere, kind of thing. But obviously I don't do PC, I'm on console,
But
so
that is not a good test.
yeah, true. I'm not a PC guy, so I don't really know, to be honest. PS5, so... Oh, and there she is. Looks very similar to Freya, but as we can see there, Dina Master Huntress. She's another guaranteed spawn. Just be mindful, I have seen her when I was actually doing my Freya's Friends video.
You did not your thrall though.
I had to wait for her to respawn again because when she walked around here, there was a couple of wolves knocking around, and I was on that cliff, and as I was about to jump down to come and do a
Friend, I meant friend.
screenshot on her, as I got here, she was walking about here, she started fighting two wolves and they sadly killed her. So you will have to be wary with Dina, that where she wanders kind of around here and then underneath and around that way a little bit, but typically around this post here.
Dina and Freya are clones.
Yeah, I think they must be. They look very similar, don't they? They do look very similar hairstyle and what have you. But two very good archers. Very, very good.
Sisters.
Sisters, yeah, they could be. Could be related, who knows? Dina and Freya do kind of sound like sisters, don't they? And then here you've got the crafter typically sat at this fire. And then if I can get my bearings right, you've got this young man here for one. Now I'm not sure if he is a guaranteed spawn Varpnir, I can't actually remember. He may, I don't think he is guaranteed, I think he shares a spawn with different people, but
His
he's...
fire is everywhere. They are exactly the same even damage mod too.
Yeah. So he can spawn there. And then if I just check where I am here, where am I here? Am I at the wrong one? No. Why am I not seeing him? He's
Armor
there.
spawns at a lot of places, but is not S100%.
Yeah, I didn't think he was. Thanks, Julius. Yeah.
I have a wall of Varnirs on chains low. Varnir are also the same as Freya and Dina.
Yeah, he's just like the male equivalent, isn't he? That's true. And, yep, there he is. Always stood next to his campfire here at this little tower. You got Leon. He's another guaranteed spawn, and he's a fighter, so he'll always be here. If he's not here, then somebody has potentially just either killed him recently or tamed him. Because, of course, the Nordheimers, as people may know, if you kill them, they'll give you a heart of the Nordheimer, which you can use down...
Janos is also pretty common.
Yep, Janos is another one. It's around about here somewhere. The cave that you can go to, and you can hand those hearts into the back for various different
True.
beast creatures, shall we say. But yes, he's another guaranteed one. So that's where they can spawn. And then if we shoot across here, and then
This is my first playthrough. I don't have a line.
You don't have Leon, right. So yeah, if you're landing here at the Mounds of the Dead, this is kind of the main area, gives you a bit of an aerial view. That's the obelisk there, so if you came to the obelisk and you'd already discovered it from a map room, you'd want to head over this way. The Hell Hill or Nightmare Hill or whatever you want to call it that everybody refers to is this place up here, because if you're coming up this ramp...
ETW, I found out that you can recruit the dancers from Conan's bar. Never thought of it, and they are always T3.
Yep, that's absolutely right, Julius. Yeah, you can. Yep, they're totally friendable, just like anybody else. Used to be really tricky to get because you ideally needed to kill all the fighters and archers outside first to get them out of the way, and then you had the 3 dancers to contend with. Or now with the purple lotus orbs, if you complete the Thrall Taker journey, you can literally throw one or two of those in and they'll all get knocked out unconscious, nobody outside will aggro, and you've got yourself 3 dancers knocked out. And yes, again, guaranteed level 3s always. There are 2 archers in Sepamaru that spawn as well, Mandugal 100 Arrow, if I'm not butchering that name, and Lisa O the Longbow.
I have seen a T4 there.
Yes, there is also a T4. She doesn't spawn in Conan's bar, but she does have spawn locations around it, which is Luminal Luscious you're referring to. She can spawn there.
Never thought of grabbing them from the bar. Good idea.
Yeah, if you've got the purple lotus orbs, like I say, chuck a couple of them in, it'll knock them out. You can put them on your rope, take them back to your base, and nobody'd ever know you've been there. So, yeah, Bear is sat here. Got a fighter there, it's a fighter 3. Now, Angar was saying this, we're not sure whether they've changed it, but there used to be a taskmaster stood here.
My fav.
And it could be male or female. And then you've got another one here. And then this fighter that is sat here, this can be Delincia, so she can spawn sat here. So you're probably best doing what Angar recommended one time in, I don't know if it's his stream or one of his videos. If you can get so far up this bridge, try and throw your purple lotus orbs in there. Or if you've got 2 really good strong, or a good strong follower with really good armour, and Cess Truncheon.
100% taskmaster at the dens.
Yeah. Yeah, the den, and then of course you've got the different ones at Sepamaru, but other places are better potentially for tier 3. Yeah, there's also taskmasters here as well. So yeah, if Delincia doesn't spawn up there, I remember Angar's video one time, he was coming through here, and I think he came down this bridge here, and then I remember as he got here he was talking about Delincia, and it was almost like he'd arranged it, because I think he looked up that bridge there and she came walking down. Which is just...
The mounds.
Yeah, I don't, Smoker, don't worry. I get muddled up all the time. I have to re-record bits of videos because I say the wrong thing. I have it all in my head and then I say something wrong. So it's one of them. Don't worry about it. Must be because I'm getting hungry and it's nearly tea time. Well, I say tea time, I mean it's like 8:30 at night here for me. Which will be Indian tonight. I think we're going to be having the good old chicken kebab, I think, tonight. When we finish this stream. Nice chicken tikka kebab. And watch some videos, I think.
Oh, show Stargazers and I'll show why is best place to get Delincia on single player.
Yep, will do. So yeah, she can be a wandering spawn. And there is also a spot, if I can remember the right island.
Sounds great. Spawn 8 tight. Yeah, Delincia has 4 spawn points in that camp, plus 1 more at Stargazer, just have not seen her in my current playthrough.
Right, that's very unusual then. I think I've got the wrong one. Trying to just remember now. It's kind of easier when you're flying around, but also kind of makes it more tricky. But there is also a named dancer you can get from here as well. She's not a guaranteed spawn, unfortunately, because you just share the spot with the other tier 1, 2 and 3 entertainers. Leah Neely. Excuse me, a tickle. But yeah, she does spawn here as well. Let me check which way I'm looking here, then we know where we're going. I'll come back over this way. So there are lots of interesting different crafters and things you can get from here as well. There are also different locations inside these huts where taskmasters, crafters, etc. can spawn. There is also one of these huts, I think Angar showed it recently, where Delincia can spawn as well. There's lots of different places where we can
Promises. Lionel. I never saw a lion in my place. I see where Angar usually puts his wheel.
Yes, that's right. Yes, it is. Yeah.
One time at Stargazers too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Alright, Stargazer's Crest. If I can remember correctly. Have I come past it? I think I've gone past it, haven't I?
Yeah.
Right.
You passed it.
Yeah, I thought I had.
You were just there.
Yeah, there we go. See, all this flying around. It helps in some ways, but it's also tricky in other ways. Who have we got?
Okay, so this is what I do. She spawned for me on the bridge, and the island next to it.
Right.
Stargazer go east.
Yep, so there we go. It's not Delincia.
Until some small ruins.
Let me just remember this on my map so I know where I am. Yeah, so Stargazer's Crest. She's not here.
On the same hill. He is on server, it won't work, Julius.
But yeah, this is where she can be as well. And then if I just go back to this little bit on the mounds again.
I know, but just to show the place.
There's the ghosts. Of course you've got old Braggart in the middle.
What brings you to this God's cursed corner of the world, exile? I don't know how much help I can be to you, stranger. I can't even seem to convince my kinsmen to give up their delusion. I feel like I must stay here. The goat-livered idiots in this clan are...
To make the camper spawn on single player.
There are lights, of course. It's an endless battle to retain my sanity.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, carry on talking to him, because obviously it'll be thingy, but yeah, as you can see, this is my server that people play on, so there's wheels of friendship everywhere. I nearly slipped up then and said the other name. Don't want to call him that. Angar will be telling me off if he gets to know. But yeah, just here, as you can see, guaranteed berserker spawn, and it can be male and female. And if I zoom in for you on the map, you can see where I am. Just here, so you come through from the main bit, follow this around to the right, and this will always be a guaranteed berserker spawn. And it's very rare that I've known them walk up this far here. Yeah, she's turning around again now, but yeah, they'll typically walk around there, down that way slightly, and possibly around there. And then if one of these whites as we call them, does happen to be near enough. So these guys that are around here, they will run over and the berserker will fight them usually. And I have seen on occasions that the wight has actually killed the berserker, but typically the berserker should be able to kill them, and then they'll run back down here to their spot, kind of about here, reset and start walking around again. But this is a guaranteed berserker spot, male and female, so a good place for farming if you want to get people from there. Also, if I can remember the location from an official server that I play on, if you come across here, I think it is, and then just through these trees, yep, just here. As you can see, got another fighter spawn there, another one there, and there. I have seen in the past one of these be a taskmaster. There we go, there's the name. But yeah, this is another little spot where you can get different people from. I have noticed typically a lot of the time it's 1s and 2s though. You might get a bear of 3 there if you're lucky, but they just seem to be low levels again. So it's just another area near to the mounds if you want a good little spot to be able to get people from. And yeah, so Bragger's there in the middle. So then you've got the spot
Usually
there.
is an alchemist.
Yep, that's another one, the alchemist, yep. That is another one that can be there.
At Medadich there is a 100% taskmaster spawn too.
Yep, Meadow Watch, that is another very good one, once again. Blacksmith over there. And we're going dark again, so let me just use my little trick so that you guys can see what's going on. Of course, we've got our fighter spawn there. We've got the ghosts here. Chest there. Not much very exciting at the minute. Take that piece of food though. So yeah, and you've got this entrance here. And you can see everybody wandering around there in their different spots.
Will these chests get better loot too, or only dungeons?
Yes, apparently Julius, it's going to be all of the chests everywhere. It's a whole rework of the loot system for everything. So for the chests,
All chests.
in dungeons and in the game as well. Yep. Yep.
The chests
So
do.
that's going to be exciting at least. To know that we're getting some better stuff.
If you want a T4 taskmaster, Kothar the Unbreakable is 100% sown in the first little barrow from the east.
There you go. Thanks, Bulwark. Good to know. 100% spawn, so there you go. If you didn't know, now you do. Just trying to get my... Who's that walking around? Oh, it's that fighter still.
Yeah, and be careful, he has friends.
Yep.
Yes.
He sure does. And if you're not used to this area, these people can
Squinting face.
hit quite hard if you're not ready for them.
Having inventory management problems in test live.
No. Sounds about right, doesn't it? It's, yeah. Things are always tricky in test live, aren't they? This is why they do a lot of it. Test different things and try out different things and unfortunately annoy people with things that break or don't work. Crafter there. Ah, there we go. Yeah, so this is where she can spawn here. Of course it's a dancer one at the moment, but that can be Leoneely if she's here, so just there.
If you get unlucky you can find an explosive or trend and will be harder.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we all know this little spot right here.
Just so much shiny stuff low.
We all know this little spot just here, don't we? Just there. But yeah, it's going to be definitely worth checking all these different chests, and even off the bodies of people that you kill as well. Have a good look at them, because you're probably not going to get as much stone and wood in them now as much as you used to do. I mean, look at that. What? Why would somebody need one little piece of twine? But yeah, hopefully now the rewards are going to be more viable and certainly make your farming more viable. Another level 3 there. And of course,
a small base close by can make target practice with poison arrows.
that's true, Julius. Yeah, you could practice with the poison arrows. So you've still got your sorcerer spawn here in this one. Obviously you can use the skulls for decorating your base now, but they are still here and they're still worth coming in and getting. Not really anything else in here. So yeah, obviously you've got your different crafters, they're all still here. Look a bit crazy how he's striking the anvil as if he's working, but he's using his axe to do it.
I think the devs wanted to laugh at PPL, because in the beginning you had twine problem in the past, grinning squinting face.
Yeah, they probably did bulwark, yeah, you're probably right. When your torch just breaks right in the middle of the thunder and rain like this and you can't see a thing, and you just needed one more piece of twine for something, or you just needed a piece of twine for something. Yeah, that is very, very true. So very, very true. Let's just go down to the summoning place quickly. Apologies about the lighting in this place because it does go very weird, and of course you get the drums that are constantly going off. So I won't be staying in here as long as necessary. I'll be in and out. But if you don't know, as you come in, there is a book just there, so you can learn that as you come in. You'll have to fight all of these, and then if you go to the right, you've got your sorcerer spawn across there still. Got a spawn there for somebody. Got a sorcerer here. And then you've got Tefari Fighter, that can be the Cannibal Brute, they can be there. Keep an eye out back here for these small little fragment boxes that give you the languages or the fragments of power. There we go, there's one right there. I'm not going to collect it, I'll leave it for people on the server, but that's just there, so keep an eye out for those in here. And it's going to be the chests that you go to as well are going to have more items in them relating to the area that you're in. So we'll essentially see Defari weapons or armour.
Anyone thinks the T1 sorcerers look cooler than the T3 ones.
Oh yeah.
Dreams about seeing that fiber twine counter running on TH right.
Yeah, I mean that's a sorcerer too. But yeah, definitely they do look. And we've got this one over here. What's this one? That's a number 2 again as well.
Grinning squinting face.
Oh, drums are beginning to get to me. I'll have to be quick in here. And then, yep, of course, Yog Priest. And
Julius, I never noticed beaming face with smiling eyes.
this is a 50-50 spawn on these because the Yog Priest also shares this with the Witch Doctor, who is another tier 4 alchemist that you can get in here. Really good for your alchemy bench again. So it'll either be a Yog Priest or the tier 4, like I say, Witch Doctor that can be male or female again. Book there that you can learn.
Well spotted, Julius.
Yep, definitely. See, we don't think of all these little things, do we? And we come in here as such a little helpful community and just help each other out, and we have a laugh and we have a giggle and we joke around a little bit and have a bit of fun with the game and all help each other out with these different things that we didn't know. You know, we can all learn something. Angar says it as well, doesn't it? We can all constantly learn something new from each other. And that's what it's all about. And then another book there. It's one of your cooking books. And then there we go. Cannibal Brute. There's one right here.
Learned Arfari banners. When you play for so long, you tend to see things that are odd.
Yeah, exactly. You do. Yeah.
Cannot find it.
You get so used to the game that you stop looking at things, and then when somebody new or somebody else points it out, somebody sees something that you don't.
Yeah,
Is
but Angar's screen looks more and more like a classroom.
Don't tell him he said that. More and more like a classroom. Shh, we won't tell him that. We don't want to hurt his feelings. Flipping heck. Oh, there we go. It's actually to fire it.
From the camp in front of the Dread Skulker's End. Lol.
Yep, Skulker's End.
Lol.
So yeah, you can get a Cannibal Brute in here. Male and female, obviously. A couple of different chests. I think I've seen them spawn here
Professor
before.
Angar teaching 80 Conan students. Skulkers.
Let's be honest though, he's a very good teacher, isn't he? He's very knowledgeable with what he does. I've learnt a heck of a lot from Angar, I'll tell you. And I've said it a few times in his stream. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing what I do now. I tried it a bit and I would have given up at some point, but if it wasn't for him, but because of what he did and his encouragement and his words of wisdom and advice that he gave me and help that he's given me on tips for videos and things and ways of doing things, it's yeah, it's all thanks to Angar that I'm doing what I do now. And then I get to meet other fellow creators like Bulwark, for example, and lots of other people who I'm getting to know, and obviously we're starting to build this wonderful community now, which is very much appreciated. As we've discussed, yeah, we'll look at some merch, definitely get some merchandise sorted, get ourselves on track for our next channel goal. Who knows, by Christmas it might be at 500, it might be sooner than that. We're less than 100 away now, which is really good. But yeah, we're well on the way. We're doing good. Rome wasn't built in a day, as the old saying goes. You know, we'll just take each day as it comes. I'll keep doing the videos.
Thanks,
and
lads.
you guys
That
keep
sweet beaming face with smiling eyes, face savouring food.
you guys keep enjoying the videos. I'll keep making them. Oh, and there we go. Look at this. We're down at the dregs, and there's another Cannibal Brute here as well, and this is the female. And I feel so small stood next to her. Gosh, I feel tiny. This is actually the one I've got with this hairstyle as well. Well, two of them now, but yeah. So they're right outside the door of the dregs. So you get a fighter there, but you can also get the Cannibal Brute as well. That spawns there. You can also get the champion. I think they can spawn there. Yeah, I need to just remember. Is it that one?
I wish thralls would keep their height.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Getting a Cannibal Brute like that back to your base and having him running around like that. It's nearly as tall as Ladagora. Yeah, I need to go back towards the start again. But yeah, you've still got all your different people down
They
here.
always shrink them in the wheel. And other attributes too, Bulwark. I'm looking at you, Luther.
Yeah, it's a shame that they do change a
Face
bit.
with tears of joy.
It's a shame that they change like they do and that they shrink. Oh, there's an emote there if you're interested. I think that's the comb hair, I think that one's called. The book is just there. And that's at this tent, which is obviously across from the...
Her chest piece is so small after thralling.
Yeah, yeah. You've still got all your sorcerers in here as well. Is that one? Nope. Gathering the flipping bushes. Don't think I'm getting the right one, am I?
Wish the game had some kind of dungeon master mode. Hunched over at the wheel low.
There we go. Could learn to fiery banners. So it's right here, next to this little first campfire as you come in. It's that one there.
Yeah.
So as you come in, you can kind of
Face
see,
with tears of joy.
where I am on the map just before you kind of enter the main camp. So that is just there. And like I say, you've got all your different sorcerers and fighters.
Also Darfari weapons on the bench.
Yep, the fiery weapons on the bench as well. That is the other one. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything worth taking in here. Nope. Doesn't look like it. But yeah, you've got all sorts of stuff as well. So always be mindful to have a good look around when you're exploring these places, because it's so easy to just run past things and think you've got everything, and before you know it you're back at square one. Especially low level, if you don't have decent armour, you can easily get swarmed in here. I mean, I've been surrounded in here with endgame gear with a decent follower with me, and obviously you're not going to die.
Must have run past it 100 times.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. You don't think that if you were new to this game you wouldn't know, would you? There's nothing anywhere that says to you, oh, while you're running around in this game, look on the floor or look on
Face with
benches.
tears of joy, I found it by accident.
Oh, there you go then, Bulwark. Yeah, it's always the best way, isn't it?
Smokers. Just got it not so long ago.
Nice, Julius, nice.
When they are to no more use to me.
Yeah, you kind of think, don't you, what's the point of learning them to make them when you're going to be at endgame level and you can use better things. So yeah, still got your sorcerer here.
It's right next to the banner.
It is indeed. Yep, it is indeed. On the bench, right next to the banner at the beginning.
Been looking for it now actively for 2 days. It
Ah.
showed a press E to interact in the top right and was looking around.
Yeah, it gets me with certain things like that. Sometimes, like with me, it'll say press square, we've been on console to interact, and I'm like, interact with what? I don't see anything. Especially in Seppa Maru, if you go into the temple quarter where you've got the little white pieces of paper around where the set shrine is, I can walk over those so easily, and it says press square to interact, and I'm like, what? And I have to literally go into first person to see them. It's crazy, because they blend in with the stuff so much. But yeah, if anybody wants to know more about Freya or Freya's friends, as I say, 2 videos there on the channel. One
All
is
factions have banners.
Freya, what's her secret? Because, and the secret obviously, as we've discussed there, is that she's actually a really good melee character. And then the second video to follow on from that video is called Freya's Friends, and it includes Dina Master Huntress and Leon in that video. So if you haven't already seen those, do feel free to check them out. So they're there on the channel still. It was a little while ago when I did them, but they are still there. Did a video on Wednesday about how to survive the cold. Check that one out if you haven't seen that one yet. And Monday should be a release 10 o'clock my time, PM, which is obviously a bit earlier for some of you guys, but that will be the second video of those two videos, which will be all about the volcano, talking about Mistborn, Shield, and then a couple of endgame armor sets that I recommend for using in the volcano for surviving the heat, and other ways that you can counteract the heat as well, with your iced tea that you can use.
The only one I don't have.
That'll be out on Monday, possibly a video on Wednesday. If not, then if there isn't a video Wednesday, there will be another stream.
Start colonizing the volcano soon.
Sounds good, Julius. Yeah, if there isn't a video on Wednesday, then there will be definitely another stream on Friday at 7 o'clock, 7 till 9, possibly a little longer if we're looking at the new content. Just depends how things go on there and what we discover and just how much there is to do. We might go over a little bit more, might do an extra half an hour.
Julius Kong, some of the best thralls there. I've got it beaming face with smiling eyes. Recently I found where the heirs of the north have theirs.
That's very true. Yeah, the volcano is a very good place to get good fighters, especially some crazily named ones that I'm not even going to attempt to name, but Spinus the Marauder is a basic one, but there are lots of others that have different names in that area as well that are pretty good, especially like I said, the T4s. But yeah, on that note, guys, it is 9 o'clock again, believe it or not. That is the 2 hours gone once again. I don't know where that time has gone. That's another Friday done once again. So thank you all for joining once again.
About a month ago you could climb onto wall at Asagoth. Very bad HP per vitality point.
Yeah. So like I say, it's 9 o'clock once again. Thank you all for joining once again.
Good night, pal.
Great chat. Thanks for the laughs, everyone. Thanks for the advice and things that people have given. And the suggestions. Like I say, plenty of content to check out on the channel. Give this stream a like if you did enjoy it. Questions and comments down below. And until I catch you guys in a next video or in the next stream, stream wise, I will see you guys in chapter 2. So bye bye for now.
Very good stream. Sire, all take care.